Hey guys, what's up? My name is Eva, and this is my second YouTube video. My last video, I talked about kind of like my journey and why I started YouTube, and also talked about overcoming obstacles such as fear. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about releasing stress. I feel like a lot of people go through that and can relate to some of the things that I'm talking about in this video. So I feel like when we think of stress, we think of anxiety, we think of things that just give us the biggest nerves in the world. And I wrote it down on my phone. I have categories on my phone here that I'm gonna go through with you guys to kind of help you see what could help you get rid of some of those stressed, nerved feelings. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is mindfulness and meditation. I feel like whenever I'm stressed, this is one of the habits that I do that helps me get out of that very stressed zone. You know what I mean? Even if it's just 5 minutes a day, meditating, and even listening to like a guided meditation helps. Some people just like music to just kind of relax to and zone out and just listen to it and close their eyes and just take a few deep breaths. Something else that I also like doing besides meditation, that also includes, the mindfulness practices, is writing in a journal. I feel like this is really important, especially for those who have so many anxious thoughts and they just need to get it all out. You can write it on paper. You can even do it on your phone. I know there's some apps specifically for that. I don't have any that I use, but I know there are some that are out there that you could use, which could be a helpful tool. Not even just writing out your feelings, but there's even journal prompts you can use to help get rid of some of those anxious feelings that you may be going through. Even taking a walk to get your head out of that anxious space, even if you're walking for 5 minutes, could be really helpful to get you out of that very negative mind zone, I guess you could say. Even if you're at work, I know sometimes it's hard if you're at work and you don't really have breaks. Try to just find a break. Try to just go outside for a second and breathe. Or just, walk around, do something physical to help your mind, ease down. Especially if you're at a job where you sit all day, that can be, kind of just very tense on your lower back or anything like that. So definitely walking could help relieve stress. Thing is time management. So if you're somebody like me who has a hard time trying to manage all the things in your life in terms of work, school, anything like that, to kind of balance it out, one helpful thing you could probably do is planning. I mean, this is an obvious one, but just writing down what you need to do, a to-do list, or even one of those calendar planners you can buy at Target, and you can just write down everything you need to accomplish that day. And I noticed that when I do this, I feel a lot more productive. I'm able to get stuff done. It's a good way to minimize some of the things that are getting in your way that are stressing you out. Especially somebody with me who has ADHD, it could be so hard to focus on things. I don't know for anybody else who has ADHD. I don't know, what it's like for you, but for me, I have a hard time focusing. So writing things down is literally the only thing that will get me motivated to actually do anything. Writing it down and just accomplishing it that day, that hour, whatever. It's a really good way to just get out of the way, get it out of your head. So I also think writing it down, having something visually to set your mind on, could be another good way to just get rid of it. And I kind of talked about this in my first video, what you put into your mind is important. What you think is very important. What you let yourself think is very important about yourself. So if you're feeding into your mind super negative things, you're going to get a negative outcome. If you feed your mind positive things, you're going to have a positive outcome. So really take the time to just tell yourself positive things. You know what I mean? Especially if you're stressed. It may seem silly, but it's a good way to just get yourself out of that negative space and focus on some of the positive things that you could do. I wanted to talk about is hobbies. So here's the thing. I feel like especially in this generation, it is so easy to just, come back from a hard day of work or school, doesn't matter what, and just want to lay around and do nothing. But once you do that, your body's going to get comfortable with that feeling. And then you're going to want to do it every day. And then once you do it every day, that becomes a habit. And it only takes 21 days to build a habit. So once you start doing that, you're going to want to be in that space all the time. You're going to want to be in that comfortable space. But if you want to grow and you want to, actually get things done, it could actually help relieve your stress a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because when we're stressed, we do things that try to calm us down, right? Some people try to, I don't want to say this, but some people try to eat a lot, overeat. I don't want that to sound triggering to some people, but, that is what some people do. They will try to overeat on certain foods. Once you do this, you're getting comfortable in that zone. You're getting comfortable doing the same thing over and over again. But the truth is, when I come home now, I'm a college student and I work a part-time job. So when I come home from doing whatever, the first thing I do is, okay, what chores do I have to get done? I get the hardest thing done right off the bat. That's another good tip. Do the hardest thing that's on your list right off the bat so that you don't have to worry about doing anything else that seems overwhelming to you. So that's one of the first things I do. So it could be anything like cooking dinner, cleaning the whole house, doing stuff like that, doing the big thing. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Doing the big things first really help you just relieve your mind from all the stress you may be thinking about and just kind of move forward with that. So that's something that I like to do. And it could just save you a lot of time, you know what I mean? Because I feel like it is so easy for us to get comfortable that way. And like I said, I'll say this again, I said it in my last video, but once you're comfortable with that feeling of just, I don't want to say being lazy, but being lazy, guys, we gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop being lazy, and actually start doing things to help grow our mind. Because like I said, once we're in that comfortable space, we're gonna stay in that space. So I think it's really good to start building habits that are gonna help you grow. Investing in your mind is really important. I don't think people talk about this a lot, but investing time in, helpful, mindful habits. You know what I mean? Reading books about ways to help relieve, some of the obstacles in your life that you may be going through. For example, for me, I like reading books about self-help. Not a lot of people like that sort of thing, but I noticed that when I started reading this... Guys, what is going on? When I started reading these books, I noticed a big drastic change in my life because I started thinking about things differently. And that kind of changed my mindset, so changing your mindset also helps relieve some stress. Changing your habits. These are all sort of, easy things to do, and I'm sure you all have heard of that before. But really, it's the most important things. They may seem like the most obvious things ever, but they are the most important. And when you don't incorporate those things into your life, you kind of just still fall back into those comfortable positions, those comfortable habits. Also, one other thing that I wanted to mention is relationships. So this is another important type of topic that I wanted to talk about also. So I know that not everybody has, like the greatest family dynamic, the greatest family situation. It could be very stressful, I guess is the right word to use. I feel blessed enough to have a family that is supportive. I feel very blessed. Like I said, I'm not out here, disclaimer, I'm not out here to say that I have a perfect life. No way, shape or form will I say that I have a perfect life. My family's not perfect. But choosing what relationships you want in your life is really important and will help you relieve some stress for sure. I feel like relationships make up, like, I don't want to say 100% of who we are because that's not true. I want to say it's like 80% of who we are. We're always hanging around people, who you choose to let into your life is so important and will help relieve some of your stress. So I think that's important to understand and recognize that, there is people that out there that, will try to maliciously, do things to make your life miserable. You need to choose the people that are going to uplift you, that are going to raise you higher, and that's going to help relieve some of your stress. Now, I'm not out here saying that relationships are what should relieve all of your stress, but I am saying that's the majority of it because I feel like we're always hanging around people, you know what I mean, unless you spend a lot of time by yourself. But relationships are very important for human connection, for the human mind. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that now, but it is really important. So that's the last topic I wanted to talk about. And I just kind of wanted to do this quick little video just to kind of give you guys some ideas of what you could do to help relieve some stress or just start, thinking about things a little differently. I hope that you start incorporating some of this stuff into your life. I hope that this video wasn't too long. Like I said, I think it's short, but that's about it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, guys, I am going to consistently start making videos every single week. Hopefully, I'll have them uploaded every single week by the correct day I want to actually submit a video and put it on YouTube. But that's it for now. Hope you guys liked this video. Hope it gave you some insight to what could be done. And yeah. I hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys have a good night whenever you're watching this video. And I will see you guys in my next video. And comment down below what helps you relieve some stress and what helps you kind of get into that right habit mindset, I guess you could say, of relieving stress. So comment down below what you guys think. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.